Hey Soul Fam, Amelia Adair here. Hope you are feeling good and doing good. I'm feeling good, I'm doing good. And for those that are new to my channel, welcome. In order to be a part of the Soul Fam, all you have to do is subscribe and stay tuned, okay? Soul Fam, and on our channel, as you know, we elevate, we heal, we grow, we spread love, positivity, and we work through them trials and tribulations, okay? So that we could just be a better us every day. So let's get started. Let's jump right into it. So, man, this is a sensitive subject. Um, it's one of those subjects that people really don't like to talk about, but it needs to be talked about because, one, as you know, since the pandemic, suicide rates have quadrupled. If you don't know, yes, people are just, taking their way to peace, and let's just talk about it. Okay, so fam, oftentimes, and let me just also add, if you wanted to know, have I ever had suicidal thoughts? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, I have. And every day that I get up, I feel more and more relieved that I didn't make that choice, make that final decision, okay? So oftentimes, so fam, we have a lot on our plate, right? We just dealing with so much that we seeing other people take their lives, so the thought flows in our mind like, okay, that can be me. We kind of put ourselves in those shoes because of the weight that we carry. I don't even know where to start. I'm just, let me just breathe. Number one, soul fam, the worst thing you can do, and I see it more and more every day now than I did prior, but the worst thing that you can do is take your own life, right? There's so many people against us. There's so many reasons to do it. The list goes on and on and on. But the worst thing that you can do is take your own life. Why? Because it's like you pull the plug, like, okay, this person doesn't like me, so I'm gonna not exist anymore. You put your life and your power and all of your power into someone else's hands. Because maybe they have a belief about you, maybe they said some things about you, maybe they've done some things to you, and it may have hurt you to an extent where you're such a loving person, it's easier for you to just say, okay, I'm going to take my life. Before you even get to that stage, listen, if you're going to take your life, you might as well say what you have to say. Say your side of the story. Speak your piece. You might as well do, if your last day, if you want to set your last date yourself, and I'm not saying take your last day, no, but if something in your mind is like, all right, my day is counting, in 3 days, in 4 days, whatever it is that you may be feeling, get it all out. If it's someone that made you feel a certain way, go to them and say, hey, this is how you made me feel, and I'm hurt by it. Speak your peace, okay? You ever heard of speak now, forever hold your peace? Speak your peace. Speak now or forever hold your peace, so fam. Whoever it is, write them a letter, send them an email, send them a text. Let them know that they made you feel the way they made you feel. 9 times out of 10, soul fam, that person doesn't know the extent of the pain that they have given to you. They may have not even have no self-awareness of anything. They may not even know that you're going through anything. So the best thing you can do, step one, is to start opening up those conversations. Start having those conversations like, hey, what you said made me hurt. And let them know. Secondly, so fam, we in 2022, right? I don't know if you know, we in 2022, right? There are so many possibilities that you're not even looking at because you're staring too close in your box. You know, so maybe you have a tight family, maybe you live in a small town, you know, so you only seeing what you're looking at, and you may be thinking there's no other opportunities out there. There are 50 states. I'm not even going to try to guess how many countries because I didn't even look at it real quick, but you can Google it. There are a million countries. There are a million colleges. There are endless opportunities for you to do. There's so many business ventures you can do. There's so many free help online that you can get to. There's someone in this world that you can confide in and speak to them and find a higher solution. Okay, I say a higher solution because it allows you to kind of be the bigger person, right? When you look low and you say, okay, no one wants me here, so I'm going to take my life, and you start to feed and believe that, that is low level thinking. That's like giving up. It is giving up. It's not like giving up, it's giving up because you've been pushed down. What will you achieve long term about giving up and taking the extra step, okay? It's gonna sadden everyone. That's for one. Everyone's gonna be like, oh my God. Everyone's gonna be sad. Everybody's gonna be, oh, I didn't know they was going through this. Everyone's gonna be so unaware. Everyone's gonna be confused. Everyone's gonna be speaking for you. Everyone's going to, you know, be the one to write the ending of your story, all because, you know, you chose such a tragic solution. Those thoughts that you're feeling are not real. It's like your mind kind of spirals out of control into a negative hole, and the most tragic thing on this earth is death. You know, so you done spiraled so far down a negative loop that you got to the end. You know, you ever pull the string of yarn, right? You ever pull the string of yarn, you pulling it, you pulling it, you pulling it, you pulling it. Eventually, that yarn is gonna come to an end. It's gonna be empty. It's gonna be nothing left. So that negative thought that you had in your mind, you fed it. You pulled 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 it. Cut the string before you get to that negative spool, the end of the spool. Cut the string. The difference between you and the pool of thread is you have the ability to start spooling another thread. Stop pulling that negative thought. Stop feeding it. Stop feeding it. Cut the string. Look at your other threads. Look at your other options. Look at your other possibilities. Look at all the good stuff that you have done and all the good stuff that you can still do. Most people that are suicidal, definitely now in the pandemic, they don't have no criminal record. They've accomplished a lot. One of the suicides, it wasn't during the pandemic, but recently, Kate Spade. Kate Spade, if you don't know, she's like a New York bag designer. She designed bags and things like that. And her brand, while she was living, was huge. It was probably 90% of designers' dreams to be as huge as she was. And I did take a peek into her story and peek into her life, because I was like, most people are looking for success. So why do we still have successful people jumping over the ledge? What is happening in the minds of these people that they would just rather pull the plug? Last resort. You know, like you have a bunch of options and last resort seems like the best option for you. Why? You know, and of course, I can't ask Kate Spade today, you know, obviously. But I can look at things and compare them and look at other people who also committed suicide or started to use drugs and things like that. 9 times out of 10, Soul Fam, is being absorbed in the world, being absorbed in how people look at us, being absorbed in outside things outside of self, okay? And I've even compared it to my own situation. Like, where were you when, let's be transparent, let's share it, because I think the best way for you to understand is for you to understand that I've been there, okay? So bear with me, Soul Fam. This for the Soul Fam, okay? I didn't tell the story at the beginning because it's not for everybody, okay? The story is for those who are seriously needing this help, this information. So you look at someone like Kate Spade, right? Successful, achieved so much from having nothing, right? You compare it to me. I've achieved so much from having nothing, meaning like I didn't come from a silver spoon family. Like my family's not rich. I mean, I do have a side of my family who is pretty wealthy, but no one's like Rick Ross rich. You know what I'm saying? That would be nice. Anyway, and what it boils down to, at least for me, was I was seeking outside of myself. You know, like I was looking for someone to give me a congratulations. It sounds like, really, you know, but you have to understand, Soul Fam, people like myself, people like Kate Spade, who again work so hard to achieve so much and then it's great at what they're doing. Oftentimes they were driven from their childhood, you know, like I want to make something of myself. I want to, you know, I want this person to be proud. I want this person to be loved. I want this person to be happy. So I'm going to try to be as successful as I can be so that they can see that life is what you make it. And it's a big letdown. Now this is, again, speaking for me. It is a big letdown when you accomplish so much and you have so much knowledge and you have so much faith, and then where you come from, there's not a lot of faith shown, you know. It's a big letdown. A big letdown. It'll make you feel like, okay, I'm not doing this no more. Because it's like you expecting the unexpected. You can't expect everyone to have the same perspective as you, have the same drive as you, have the same vision as you. Vision, perspective, faith are internal characteristics, okay? If the people that you love does not embody those same characteristics, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna really see what you wanna see from them. They are gonna show you the best they could show you. And sometimes they don't even know how to show any of those things. This is not explained in any books that you could go to school. This is not explained through probably the 20 therapists you can go to, not to become a therapist. This is something that is learned through experience. We have to be strong enough to go forward every day because we want to. Not because we want everyone else to, or we expect a congratulations. And it's easier said than done, fam. We, as humans, we want to please other people. We want to help other people. We want to be there more for the people we love than the people we don't really know. You know, we want to just help and love. Definitely if you on this video. If you came to this video, I know that your heart is so huge that you don't even want to hurt. You don't even want to hurt the person that's hurting you. Imagine having that much heart that you don't even have the strength or the courage to make someone feel the way they made you feel. Because you know that you were hurt, so you don't want to hurt them. And it's okay. But it's not okay to want to kind of look in the mirror and think that now you don't have any value. You have to find another way, okay, to be happy with self, okay? Not another way to try to get through to people. We're not going to try to find no other way to get through to people. Not at this point. It's a dead end street. It's either you coming aboard or you not. You ever try to catch a bus, try to catch a plane, and there's a schedule? Excuse me. And there's a schedule? And what happens if you're late? Does that plane wait? Does that bus wait? Does that train wait? No. You're either gonna catch it, miss it, or catch the next one. They will catch the next bus. But you got things to do. You have bigger things to do. I coach a variety of people, right? And then I'll run across, like, I don't want to say random people, but clients, people that I'm not coaching. Like I run across people that are not my clients, right? And I may have a brief conversation with them. Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Sometimes they don't even know the extent of my work, you know? Like they're just looking at me like the girl in Starbucks line, you know? And I'll have a brief conversation with them. And then I get this often. They'll say, I'm so happy I met you. And it gets me every time. It gets me every time. Why? I was someone who was ready to leave the earth. That moment of me just going to get a coffee or just showing up in a place for an hour, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I was able to help someone move tremendously from something that was beating them up. I was able to have a conversation with someone who actually cares about what I have to say, that I didn't know existed prior to me healing and getting through these painful situations. I didn't think there was, I'm trying to find a word, so bear with me. I didn't see this side of my life prior because all I was doing was looking at what was hurting me. But when I stopped looking at what was hurting me and I started looking at what's helping me and focusing on healing myself more, I started to feel the complete opposite of death. Look at the complete opposite of death and start moving in that direction. And that's life. Like feeling alive, okay? Not just life, not just like a dog, no. Feeling alive. Doing things that make you feel happy. Doing things that make you feel fulfilled. And not in an egotistical way. So take your time, soul fam. Take your time. Do not feed your ego. Know the difference of fulfilling and I don't like to use the word narcissistic, but we're going to use it. Okay? Fulfilling. Fulfilling is how you feel. Let's get into it real quick because this is. Fulfilling is when you finish your day and you've done as much as you can do to be productive and be consistent, you are fulfilled. You know, God is happy with where you're going. Things are clear. You smile at the end of the day. You smile at the end of the project. That's fulfilling, right? You're happy like, wow, I got to help where I was needed, you know? Not over helping. You ever get someone that's over helpful, you're like, oh my God, girl, give me 5 minutes. Not like that. But you ever do something and it's just like, oh, we finished, we did it. That's fulfilled. That's how you feel fulfilled. Okay? So get to know yourself. Get out there. Get up. No feeling sorry. One more thing. I know I'm going to say one more thing, but this pertains to the topic. There was so much pulling me down as a child, right? Or like teen child, that I used to always hide it from my friends. You know, like when I used to make friends, I used to hide all my family drama or situation because my number one thing was I didn't want anyone to feel sorry for me. I know my situation was critical and I was like, I don't want them to feel sorry, so I'm just gonna not say it. So I used to lie. I used to lie because I didn't want someone to feel sorry for me. And I'm happy I did that. I'm not gonna lie. That's one lie I don't regret lying about. Because I wanted people to be my friend because of my friend. I don't want you to be my friend because you feel sorry for me. Be your friend because of who you are. Be your friend first. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Know what's happening. Be aware. Acknowledge it and all that great stuff. But when you feel sorry, you feed negativity. And it's enough negative stuff going around that we don't need to feed no extra negativity. Be your friend first. Look at yourself and say, everything is gonna be alright, right? Progress. Look at your progress every day instead of looking at a finished picture you may have in your mind. Like, okay, today I meal prepped. Yes. Have little celebrations all day. Today I showered. Yes. Today whatever it is, Today I sent a text and tried to mend a relationship that I may have caused damage to. Start there. Okay? And definitely therapy, coaching. Once you start this process, fam, it's an everyday process. Don't think you're gonna see just this one video and then you're never gonna think about suicide again. That's unrealistic. Okay? You wanna do work every day, now until it never stops. Having those thoughts is detrimental. So, have faith in yourself, trust yourself, be patient with yourself, and know that I'm gonna have free videos up all day working on some part of yourself, some part of growth. Right here, free. Okay. But the best investments are invested in you. Keep that in mind as you do what you do. Okay? Those are my bones cracking. I need some oil on my bones. Anyway, so then, welcome to my channel, those that are new. Amelia Adair here. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Like, comment, send me an email. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if there's anything I can do. Okay? Because sometimes just talking to me for 5 minutes will change your whole life forever. You be like, dang, all I do is talk to Amelia. Okay? Alright, so fam, I'm going to see you at the next one. Bye for now.